What's up, everybody? Welcome to Buzzworthy TV. And I'm the girl, Lady T. And today we are talking Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all. So let's get into it. Yes, I'm at work and it is such a beautiful day out today. I decided to take my break outside and just sit here and kick it with y'all. I'm doing something a little different. Never did it this review with my headphones on, so bear with me. Anyway, let's get into this episode. So the episode picks back up where we left off with this madness between Kenya and Sheree. You know, they asked at this party acting a dang fool, okay? They still talking about, these houses. Both of them ain't gonna see the light of day no time soon, okay? Let's just be honest. I mean, Kenya house is in a ditch somewhere. Sheree, she got to come up on a couple of checks from Bravo before she can even think about putting some more money into that house that she got. So I don't understand why they arguing, but however the case, they still arguing or whatnot. And Kenya with her shady self, after they go in and Sheree ready to knock her out with a drink, because she was definitely about to throw that drink on her. Kenya walks away and Phaedra's like, what happened? I thought you changed. And she was like, I didn't do anything. I'm like, you just like them messy bras that always start shit and then walk away all innocent like you ain't done shit. I can't stand when people do that. So anyway, after the party, look, I'm not going through this do no particular order. I'm just saying. Sort of, because after that we got Kenya. She's meeting up with my homegirl Kim Fields. Like, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I love and respect Kim Fields so much and what she's done for her career and the images that she has portrayed for black women. I love Kim Fields. So anyway, Kenya's meeting up with Kim Fields because she wants her input on her pilot for As the World Twirls or Life Twirls On, whatever the case. That's dumb shit that went straight to YouTube. Anyway, she wants Kim Fields' opinion because she hopes to get the pilot picked up and for Kim to direct some of her episodes. She admires her work that she's done or whatever. So anyway, when she meets with Kim, it was just kind of awkward to me because Kim is just so not about this life. Like, she gets the work done, but at the end of the day, she's a wife and a mother. Like, that's her. Like, she definitely takes this Hollywood stuff as a job. Like she said, unless she's in a movie, you won't see her walking no red carpets or anything of that nature. She's just not that chick. Oh, my hair's bothering me, y'all. Sorry. So she's just not that chick. And here comes Ms. Over the Top Kenya Moore, doing the most. And you could just tell, like, Kim was just looking at her like, she just looked confused to me. But anyway, so they sit down and they talk about her pilot. First Kenya tries to give her all these accolades, but then she be so shady because she was like, where are your roller skates? And Kim's like, probably at the Smithsonian. She was like, or on eBay. And I'm just like, there you go, Kenya, always throwing shade. But anyway, they talk about her directing her show or whatever. And Kenya admits, like, I do a lot of things, but I don't do a lot of things well. And basically, she needs a professional. She admires Kim Fields and she wants her on board. Kim Fields lets her know, hey, I'll look at it. But you can tell that she's only doing this because that's what Bravo has put in her storyline. She's contracted to actually have to look and endure this whole little pilot. And really, you can tell Kim Fields don't give two fucks. I'm just saying. So anyway, after that, we go to Candy, Don Juan, and Todd. They at the candy factory. And basically, Candy is letting them know that, hey, Dr. Jackie said I have to slow down. And they like, wow, we got all this stuff coming up. Are you still going to be able to do candy coated nights and this and that? And she was like, and don't forget about the restaurant. So I guess Candy's going to be opening a restaurant. And I'm like, go ahead, girl. You always got businesses. I ain't mad at you. And then they move on to the baby shower. And they ask who's all coming, and she lets them know who's all coming. And they ask her, like, is Phaedra invited? And Candy's like, yeah. And Todd gonna be like, well, when she comes, she gonna bring my money. And I'm like, Todd, you a little bit messy. See, this is why people always talk about you, because they always saying that you petty, and that's how you come off as petty. I'm not saying that's how you are off camera, but on camera you come off petty as fuck. You come off bitch made, and you let Candy take all the control, and you just come off really bitch made. Like, there's no other words to describe it. And like I said, I don't think that's really how you are. But again, all this stuff is how you come off, how you portray yourself to the world. And that's just how it is. We can say this is for the cameras and this is not how they are in real life, but that's what you put out there. Like, I hold a whole bunch of people tell me, I know this celebrity or that celebrity, what you see on camera ain't who they really are. I'm like, I can go for that, but they ain't necessarily how they come off. This is what they're putting out there, and this is how they choose to be represented. So they can't get mad if that's how people perceive them. Just like with Whitney Houston back in the day. I've met her like twice. Very sweet woman, real cool, down to earth. But when people used to be like, oh, she's a diva, she's a bitch. Well, hey, if that's who she put out to everybody else and that's how she came off to you, I can't defend that. She was a bitch. Hey, I can't be like, well, when I met her, she was cool with me. Hey, can't. That's how it is. If people want to put out certain things, they got to be able to deal with the backlash. So, yeah, Todd, you came off real petty. So, Candy tells him that, look, she not going to talk to Phaedra about that. They already having these issues. Their relationship is already strained. She not doing it. So, Todd is like, okay, you don't got to do it. I'll talk to her about it. I'm like, about time. So, then we move on to, what's that girl name? I'm sorry, y'all. She's so dumb. Oh, Portia dumbass. She is meeting up with her team. She got a lot of things going on. She's coming out with this new lingerie line and everything of that nature. And this is what I don't understand. Y'all go from talking about all these upcoming projects to you talking about your boo thing. And I'm like, where they do that at? You in a business setting and you want to switch the conversation to your boo thing? Somebody that you ain't even been with a month and he just like always the topic of your conversation. Girl, you really look dumb as hell. Like, you so into this guy, you known him a month, you brought him on this show for public scrutiny, like this is your man, like y'all been together for some months. Shoot, even dumbass Moniece had better sense than you with Richie Dallas, and we still don't understand that fuck shit. I'm just saying. So anyway, she's talking about her boo thing, and her team is like, man, you don't need to be in a relationship, because when you're in a relationship, you lose focus. And I'm like, yeah, you don't need to be in a relationship, because you already dumb as hell, and being in a relationship is making you dumber. And she's like, well, they just don't get it, and maybe if they could sit down and meet dude, then they would feel differently, and they would see where I'm coming from. And so she's going to throw a party, what she call a sip and see, for her boyfriend. I'm like, oh my God, you sound dumb as fuck. Like, why do you want to be portrayed like as the dumb blonde? That's who she remind me of, a dumb blonde, y'all. Like, I don't know. So anyway, while they're talking, her sister gets sick and everything, kind of find out she pregnant, and Portia gets into her feelings talking about she's not even trying to get pregnant and she got pregnant. I'm like, girl, she probably wasn't planning that shit. And then on top of that, girl, again, you're dumb as fuck. You don't need no kids. We seen how you was when you was watching, I think that was your niece like 2 seasons ago. You couldn't even handle it. I'm just saying, you don't need no damn kids. Just like you don't need a man. You only can focus on one thing, okay? You only got enough brain power for one thing, and right now you need to focus on your business. So anyway, after that, we move on to like a split segment. We got Candy and Sheree sitting down talking at Tag's Boutique, and then we got Phaedra and Cynthia at some little place where they serve tea. So anyway, Phaedra and Cynthia, they start talking initially about what happened at Cynthia's event, and they first started talking about Sheree and Kenya's altercation, and they were like, man, that was just crazy, and we don't even understand basically why Kenya started with Sheree. She was basically, it was like, she don't want none of Sheree, and I'm just like, look, y'all, stop acting like Sheree is the big bad wolf. Okay, she ready for the turn up, don't get it twisted, but everybody can't go around here fucking scared of fucking Sheree. Who cares? Now, don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. Kenya was dead fucking wrong for not even knowing this lady and bringing up all her business at a public event. Okay? Like, that was not the time nor the place. You don't even know this woman. So, if Sheree was gonna lay them hands on her, she had every right to be. But don't nobody need to go around fucking scared of Sheree, though. So, anyway. So, after that, they move on to the whole thing with Candy and Phaedra's relationship. Phaedra tells Cynthia that, look, hey, I just feel as though Candy wasn't there for me. And on the other end, like I said, we got Sheree and Candy talking, and Candy's just saying, like, basically, she don't know where her and Phaedra stand, because one minute, they all cool, and then the next minute, Phaedra's going around telling everybody that Candy wasn't there for her, she feeling some type of way, and she was just like, but she never told me we had a problem, so how am I supposed to know we got a problem if she don't tell me that we got a problem? And I'm like, yeah, Candy, I agree with you, you're not a mind reader. So, Phaedra, you can go around here talking with your lip all poked out, talking about your friend and how you been supporting you and you've been there for her. Hold on, y'all. They doing too much over here. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. One of the downfalls of filming outside. So anyway, she all in her feelings about that, but I'm like, you need to stop faking the fun. When Candy asks you what's going on, you need to be honest and 100 with her. Like, you're the reason why y'all communication sucks right now. So anyway, after that, we move on to Portia's little party for her little boy toy. And I'm just like, this is just going way too far. Like, everybody's there, and then when old boy do get there, him and his boy look shocked as hell. Like, they weren't expecting this. Now, out of all the stuff that we say is scripted, we can honestly say that junk was not scripted, because him and his boy look shocked as hell. Like, wow. Okay, we knew we would probably get Mike to do a scene, but he probably thought it was supposed to be just them three or whatever the case. But yeah, he wasn't expecting no big old party, and he just was over it. Like, man, and he gonna tell his boy, like, I can't leave, I don't want to be rude. I'm like, wow. See, this is why y'all not together now, because he just wasn't feeling you like that. You trying to make this like this is some whirlwind relationship, and it's not. Okay, so then after that, wait, before I move on, she gonna tell Candy and all them that she planning on moving in with him, and I'm like, girl, slow your butt down. Like, y'all just got together a month. Like, what is wrong with you? Anyway, like I said, Portia is one of the dumbest people that I've seen on reality TV. She's up there with, I don't know. As far as common sense, I don't know nobody who's that dumb. Anyway, so then we move on to Candy and Phaedra. Phaedra, I guess, thinks it's finally time to really have a sit down with Candy. And here's my thing. I'm all for them having a sit down, but they've had sit downs a couple of times last season. you think everything cool, and then here come Phaedra talking shit again. So, I'm looking at this sit down with a side eye. So anyway, so Phaedra shows up to the candy factory, and they sit down and talk. And basically, Phaedra lets her know, like, look, I feel some type of way because I feel like you're more for Apollo than you are for me. And she was like, that really hurt because we've been through a lot together. You've been there for both my kids, and let nobody see my cooch and all this other stuff. And Candy is like, look, like, stop acting like all this is my fault. Like, I didn't even know we had a problem. And Phaedra goes on to talk about, like, the feds were looking for some of Apollo's assets, and she was like, you got his bikes and stuff hid out in your garage. And I'm like, I'm with Candy. Like Candy said, I'm pretty sure they was looking for way more stuff than those bikes that's in Candy's garage. Okay, Phaedra needs to stop faking the funk, and I think that's another reason why their friendship is suffering, because Candy is not a dumb broad. She knows all their business. Now, she ain't gonna put it out on TV or nothing like that, because she is a good friend. But come on, y'all, she know the real truth. She knew that Phaedra knew what Apollo was doing. Like, come on. And she wants to come out here and play victim. That's why Candy be like, I don't know why she won't let him see the kids. I don't know why she act like she don't want to take his calls and all that, because she like, basically, chick, you knew all this was going on, so don't act dumb, don't play the victim. And that's probably where Candy is coming from. It's not like she more so is signed for Apollo, because she know Apollo full of crap too. But she just like, stop playing dumb and stop trying to act like, you this victim and I'm not here for you. I'm just trying to call a spade because I am your friend. So I'm going to tell you the good, bad, and the ugly. And I feel her on that, because that's the type of friend I am. I'm going to tell you when you're right, you're wrong, or indifferent. So anyway, they cry and they hug it out. And basically, they're going to heal and move on. Like, again, let's see how this works out, because they always do that. And the next thing you know, it's some type of problem. I really don't know what's going on with their friendship, because like I said, you know how Candy love to take pictures and videotape everything, and Phaedra do be on her Instagram. Like, she ain't miss no events, which is kind of good, because that's good to know that no matter what's going on in their relationship, she's not gonna not be there for Candy. But I just want them to get it together on the real tip. This back and forth stuff is getting on my nerves. So anyway, then we got this whole thing with Don Juan. After Phaedra leave, Don Juan comes in there and just like calls her all sorts of fake bitches and all that. Basically, he like, man, she deserve an Emmy, and she didn't even ask you like how you were, what you was going, like, basically when she was going through she didn't ask you how you were doing. You had lost your mama, you was going through financial issues with your play, you lost some money with that. And she was never there trying to be there for you, but when it come to her, you weren't there for me. And basically, Don Juan's over it. He just basically think that Phaedra is fake, and she is. I like Phaedra, but it is a lot to be desired when this comes to situation with Apollo. She comes off very fake. And then, like she told Candy, she been paying all of Apollo's lawyer fees because basically he tricked it off in the strip club. So now the legal fees fall on her, and she's having money issues. But I'm like, when you miss boss chick, when you miss, I got jobs. Well, your jobs must not be paying too well. Excuse me, y'all. Your jobs must not be paying you that much money, and all of a sudden you crying broke. Like I said, playing the victim. That's why Don Juan wasn't here for that shit. He like, she deserve an Emmy, and I'm with him. So anyway, y'all, that was the episode. I'll see y'all later tonight for Love and Hip Hop. Till next time, y'all. Peace and love.